all the past and present leaders contributed to the heights the country has attained, which gave birth to the level of patriotism we all enjoy today. Fundamentally, the anniversary of freedom and liberty should evoke a sense of patriotism among the people, regardless of whether the country is better than any other. Regrettably, as alleged, the elites and some political leaders in their quest for political and economic power frustrate patriotism among citizens when they use ethnicity and religious bigotry to create diversion among the people. And this anniversary is an opportunity for national rebirth to reflect patriotism in our lifestyles and reactivate Nigeria's norms and values. Bringing us to our top stories tonight, a call to patriotism, a call to x-ray our patriotic zeal and unpatriotic attitude that has marred the wheel of progress of the nation. Activities marking the 63rd Nigeria's independence in Enugu State is also contained in our bulletin tonight, as Enugu State joins counterparts nationwide to mark the anniversary of liberty and freedom. Nta Enugu Network Center hosts Independence Show for Nta Enugu. New Yam Festival from Udi is also on the lineup. You will also get to see 13 Nigerians who were honored by Ratao during the week. These and more on our lineup tonight on Sunday Rendezvous. Good evening, happy independence, and thank you for joining us. I am Comfort Ayim, but first the news as usual. We shall begin with a recap of the presidential live broadcast on the Nigeria's 63rd independence.
Dear compatriots, it is my unique honor to address you on this day. This is the third anniversary of our nation's independence. On this solemn yet hopeful day, let us commend our founding fathers and mothers. We are joined by a common thirst for peace and progress, by the common dream of our prosperity. I am attuned to the hardship that have come. I have a heart that feels and eyes that see. I am different. I'm not a man to erect our national home on a foundation of mud. I also thank members of our dynamic civil society organizations and labor unions for their dedication to Nigerian democracy. We may not always agree, but I value your advice and recommendations. I wish you all a happy 63rd independence anniversary. Thank you very much for listening. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Meanwhile, Governor Peter Mbah has urged Nigerians to work together for the country's peace and development, saying national interest must always take precedence over every other interest and consideration. Governor Mbah also stressed the importance of quality education to nation building and equally commended Nigerians for their resilience in the face of socio-economic challenges, expressing strong conviction that the country would emerge from the present difficulties stronger and more prosperous. He stated this in a statement he signed and released earlier today by his media officer in commemoration of the nation's 63rd independence anniversary. The governor saluted the nation's founding fathers for their doggedness, patriotic zeal, and lofty visions for Nigeria, urging all tiers of government to work together to reorient the country towards the path of recovery in all sectors of national life. Governor Mbah wished Nigerians a happy and hate-free independence celebration. Let's now take a break. When we return, business of the day, Rendezvous. Do join us again. Glad to have you back on Rendezvous. Nigerians have been advised to renew their commitment to the values of unity, peace, and progress, which defines them as a nation. Governor Peter Mbah was speaking at the celebration to mark Nigeria's 63rd independence anniversary at Michael Okpara Square in Enugu. Nta Enugu was there in our report.
63 years of emergence from the shackles of colonization to chart its course as an independent nation, today Nigerians stand proud as a diverse and resilient people, having faced numerous challenges but have continued to forge ahead with determination and hope. This explains the tradition of Enugu people converging on the Michael Okpara Square to celebrate the milestone and reflect on the journey that has shaped the nation. Enugu State Governor, represented by the Deputy Governor Ifeanyi Osai, reaffirmed the state government's commitment to improving the education sector and equipping young ones with necessary skills to make them self-reliant and have a guaranteed future.
It's an opportunity to delve into our past, our history, our culture, and the elements that have shaped our identity, and the people and our people of Enugu State.
Commissioner for Children, Gender Affairs and Social Development, Ngozi Ani, while speaking on the theme of this year's celebration, Renewed Hope for Unity and Prosperity, called on Nigerians to put aside their differences and work in unity of purpose. Just as the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ndubeze Mba, said, government is working to deliver the United Nations Sustainable Goal of quality education. Colorful march past by pupils from various primary and secondary schools in the state took center stage at the event, with awards presented to best performing schools in the parade. In Enugu, Nta Enugu, NTA News.
There are some events that shape history which are worth remembering, and Nigeria's independence is one of such events which calls to mind the need to unite and build a society. While many still have regards for the national anthem, some Nigerians are losing that excitement that comes with it. They hear the message, but the loyalty is lacking.
It's just a music. What am I feeling about it? It didn't fit me. Have I anything to do with it?
Because of the situation of the country, people are suffering. People are also making fortune out of other people's misfortune. So you don't expect people to be happy, unlike before.
I think I still have some regard to it because it reminds me of the past heroes.
Patriotism, a sense of affection towards one's country, to such a degree that the individual in the society defines himself through his country. To express commitment to their countries, citizens are ready to sacrifice their lives if that would contribute to the survival of their motherland. Though patriotism is an ideal that may be difficult to attain in our contemporary world, there are countries whose citizens do not give it a second thought when the need to pay the supreme price for the survival of the state arises. Is this height of patriotism obtainable today in Nigeria?
What we are excited for? Is it enjoyment? Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe brought independence for Nigeria. They spoiled it, and we are suffering. There is no enjoyment.
Can you die for your country, Nigeria? No. Why? Why? It's your country, the only country you have. You can't die for Nigeria? I know it's my country, but I cannot die for Nigeria.
In time past, cities begin to wear a new look of green, white, green, a week before the big day. Nigerians, even the poor, engage in elaborate preparations to mark the day with excitement. Livestock market beehive of activities, but today reverse is the case. Many are relocating to other countries, especially the youth, more on the process, Japa syndrome, rather than stay here and build Nigeria that will make us all proud. The big question on the table is, why is that excitement that comes with independence, the anniversary of freedom and liberty, expected to evoke a sense of patriotism among the people, regardless of whether the country is better than any other?
And people are not they don't have that sense of belongingness. So if there is equity and justice in Nigeria, that sense of patriotism will come back.
When I say to myself, change begins with me. For us to change this country, it has to begin with me. That is when we start making things better.
We are Nigerians. We have no other country. And that we all have equal stake to this nation called Nigeria. That's where we should start from.
People would believe more in Nigeria if corruption is investigated and perpetrators punished. Citizens will be patriotic when human rights abuses are curtailed and the rights of citizens are protected at all times. Patriotism could be inculcated if preached regularly, and patriots are rewarded for their loyalty to the country. These were the words from the street, a call to rebuilding Nigerians' value system. No doubt, the values of a society is a set of beliefs in what is good or bad, and it helps to control behaviors, decisions, likes and dislikes of the citizens. Moving on, for the love of Nigeria and children, Nta Enugu Network Center organized an Independence Day party for children in Enugu State and its environs to celebrate the freedom, progress, and success of Nigeria at 63. Chimaroke Ugu captured the sight and sounds for Sunday Rendezvous.
At the sound of the last letter, please with the knife, then you cut it. Don't struggle, just smoothly. N, give me N, I, G, E, R. Are you cutting it out? Someone who puts money. We are the part of the station. Come and do this special business. I'm calling up madam. Please come to have the honor of presenting beautiful gifts to the grand people. I start from the back of this vehicle. Parent is not just a march. Okay.
It was indeed a beautiful moment for children in Enugu State. Moving on, award ceremonies are always special occasions, a time to celebrate success, to reflect on hard work, and show appreciation for the contribution of others. It is against this backdrop that Ratau Nta Enugu chapter organized an award ceremony to honor some deserving Nigerians. Correspondent was the eye of Rendezvous in that ceremony, but details will be coming your way in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on, the popular New Yam Festival is one colorful event in the Southeast that indigenous and even residents look forward to every year. Let's head to Isheke Ezagu Obunofia Ndi Uno in Ezagu local government area of Enugu State, as the beauty of the Igbo culture and tradition came to the fore when herbalist Akakbaru Igwe celebrated the New Yam Festival. Timaroke Ugu captured the sight and sound and now report.
New Yam, king of all crops, is one cultural festival among the Igbo people of the southeastern region that fosters peace, joy, and happiness. It is celebrated between August and October each year, where communities appreciate God for a bountiful harvest of the crop and pray for a better harvest in the next planting season. Indigenes with different shades of masquerade in Isheke Ezagu Obunofia Ndi Uno in Ezagu local government area of Enugu State joined Callistus and Ichebe, popularly known as Akakbaru Igwe, a traditional herbalist in the community, to celebrate the harvest of the new yam. He described the celebration as an annual ritual he performs to appreciate the gods of the land, whom he believed has blessed their planting season with the harvest of new yams from their farms.
Anybody that came to my house that followed me to enjoy this new yam festival, I wish may Almighty God rest them.
Lovers of culture appeal to Ndibo world over to ensure they protect and preserve the rich cultural heritage inherited from their forefathers.
This celebration brings a lot of good things in Igbo land. People that are sick normally get their headaches after this type of celebration, after eating from the new yam that is being harvested from the farmyard. As you can see, everybody is happy with him.
We blessed him for trying to remember what our father has been doing. Since our Igbo left, we have not practiced this thing.
The 2023 New Yam has lived up to expectations as members of the community look forward to the next planting season to gather again to thank God for a bountiful harvest.
Wow, New Yam Festival, an important way of marking the beginning and end of the farming season in Thanksgiving. Moving on, it was an endless expression of positive testimonies as the remains of late Chief Bartholomew Chigbo was laid to rest at Imama Amankwo Eke in Udi, local government area of Enugu State. Timaroke Ugu again reports that the Requiem Mass held at St. Paul's Catholic Church, Eke.
An African proverb says, when an old man dies, a library is burnt to the ground. So did the earthly episode of the nonagenarian Chief Bartholomew Chigbo Okokundem one of Eke come to an end on the 23rd of August 2023. The body of the deceased was received at St. Paul's Catholic Church, Eke. In his homily, Reverend Father Uche Alo said there is need for all men to live a life of legacy and be prepared for judgment. He called on them to emulate the exemplary lifestyle of the deceased, who stood firmly for the truth at all times. Requiem Mass over, the remains of Okokundem was committed to Mother Earth amidst dust-to-dust ritual.
He's a man of holiness.
trace his generation to the 8th grandfather. My grandpa was a loving man. He was caring. He was the guy that you talk to and teaches a lot. He was a teacher.
Other family members, friends and peers of Bartholomew, including the Director General, Voice of Nigeria, Osita Okechukwu, who is the nephew to the deceased, described him as an embodiment of wisdom, intellectual depth and a charitable persona.
Thank God that at 91, since we know we're all going, we will not say that he left too early. Though we could have wanted him to complete the next 9 years cycle to get to the 100. And since that's not the way, we thank God that he lives a successful and eventful life. So loving, so caring, so much curious about the way kids, not my kids, the grandkids, perform, everything, academics. But we need discipline and problem in our
Chief Bartholomew Chibo died on the 23rd of August at the age of 91.
And may the soul of the departed rest in peace. Amen. That funeral report concludes our package on Rendezvous tonight. Let's do it again same time next week. From all of us here in the studio, is thanks for being there and happy independence.